to Day to Day Knits, episode 3. My name is Sara, and this will be a bit of a different episode from the other two because I have a guest star, a special guest, and that is my friend Jane. I hope you enjoy it, and before I start that, let me just thank you for your support and your comments. Thank you. Well, yeah, I hope you like it. I do not know how long it is. Well, the whole episode might be around an hour, a little bit over an hour. We'll see. Yeah, so, and don't forget to comment and I guess subscribe too if you want to get a notification whenever our monthly podcast episodes come up. And don't forget to join our knit along that I guess you'll be hearing more about later. But I think it will be fun. And there's a prize at the end of it. And I mean, I'll have a lot of people watching my videos right now, so more chances for you to get it. I think it will be exciting. Alright, enjoy! Hello everyone, and welcome to Day to Day Knits, episode 3. My name is Sara, and I'm a knitter. I've been knitting for a year and a half. I'm from Portugal, and I'm living in Knoxville with my husband Joseph and our dog Effie. And this is my friend Jane that taught me how to knit, and she started me with a pair of socks that I'm actually wearing today.
What fun!
So, Jane, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course. Well, I'm very happy to be here with my friend Sara. I am actually, my name's Jane Olson. I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, which is about 3 hours away from where Sara lives. But my best friend is her mother-in-law. So that's kind of how we met. And Sara was interested in my knitting from the beginning, and so I immediately saw someone who needed to learn how to knit, and so I taught her how to knit, and she has far surpassed me now. She knits all the time, and she knits beautiful things, and I'm just very proud of her. So
thank you. That's so sweet. Jane, do you want to tell us what you're wearing?
Of course. This is my ranunculus number 2. I have knit this twice because, like everyone else, it's a great pattern and I love it. And this is knit out of Barocco cotton. I think it's like a worsted weight cotton that Barocco makes. I want to say it's maybe called modern cotton. And so it's a summertime one, and it fits well. I knit pretty much to the pattern, except that I think I decreased around the body more than they called for because I didn't want it as blousey as the original pattern. So mine's a little more fitted. But anyway, that's what I'm wearing.
Did you do that in both patterns, or did you follow the pattern the first time and then the second time you realized you wanted it tighter?
Exactly. Yeah. The first one turned out. I knit the first one actually in Brooklyn tweed.
Oh, warm.
Or maybe it was loft, but it was the red, one of the red colorways. And it turned out fine, but like I said, it was quite oversized. And so when I started this one, I decided to size down a little bit. So, but this part is all according to pattern. It's just when I got here that I made it, a little smaller. So,
yeah, I usually tend to go the other way. My pattern size is usually either the smallest or the second smallest, but I'm always afraid that it will be like too tighter on my stomach or something, especially after meals.
Well, you're very thin, so you don't have to worry about that. So
yeah, sometimes I just increase a little bit, like 1 or 2 stitches right down there.
When I first started, well, I learned to knit. My mother taught me to knit, so that's how long I've been knitting. But when I first started back knitting, which was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I became, as they say, a knitter with a capital K. I everything I knit was way too big.
Huh.
And that's, I think a lot of people have that problem. And because I think we always think we're bigger than we are, or maybe my gauge is always loose, and just a lot of
Mhm.
different reasons. But
Do you swatch?
now I'm
Do you swatch though?
sometimes. So now I tend to knit to go down a size, or trying to get a better fit.
Okay. I used to not swatch until I did just a cardigan. And it was Rios, Malabrigo, and that got huge once I blocked it. So instead of, pulling it a little bit, I was like trying to scrunch it down. So I've decided to start watching since then. Swatching, not watching.
It needs to be done. Swatching is very important. And that cardigan for Joseph turned out so beautifully. So
Thank you. It fits him.
yeah, it fits him perfectly. You need to have him on showing it off, wearing it.
I don't think you'd like that. He's camera shy. Maybe John Dewey,
Yeah,
because
there
he
you
has
go.
also asked me to make one for him for Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he already picked this color. It's I haven't ordered it because I'm not going to be doing any shopping until like May or June.
Famous
Because
last words, right?
I just went overboard in January and February because I ordered some yarn and it took a while to come. So in the meantime, I ordered some more, and that took 3 more weeks. So in the meantime, I went to the store. So yeah.
I understand. I went to House of Yarn yesterday, so
Did you really? What
yeah, I'll
did you
show you
get?
what I
Did you
got.
get stuff?
They've got so much stuff in for summer. Oh my gosh.
Really? Gosh. Mm,
That's for everyone who doesn't know, that's our local yarn shop. It's in Nashville. So it's called
yeah.
House of Yarn, and it's fabulous.
I have another one here. It's called Loopville. And then in between, when I travel to Clarksville, there's one in, I think it's either Cookville or Crossville. And it's called the Yarn Patch.
I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah. But the problem is that they're closed, Fridays evenings when I'm driving to
Oh
Clarksville.
yeah.
And they're closed on Sundays when I'm driving from Clarksville. So only on like a long weekend where we leave early or something can I actually go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that was there. I'll have to try and stop.
Yeah, they have these huge billboards on highway or interstate, I don't know.
40.
Yes. Yes. Still getting my names straight over there. And I am wearing the Traveling Woman shawl by Liz Abinante. And this is
Beautiful.
the halfway.
So pretty.
And I'm wearing it over a white shirt because white shirt looks good with everything.
Yeah.
And I bought this cute magnet. It's, you put the piece inside and I have it secured to my blouse so it doesn't fall off.
That's so cute. I had a pin like that when I was younger.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. It's very cute.
This one, I was indecisive because there was one that was a sailboat and I thought that's really nice too.
Yeah.
And I got it from edenshell.com. Well, actually,
You ordered it?
I didn't order it. I bought it at the store, but I think you can order it from edenshell.com.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's all like coastal stuff. So I think you can get the fish, the sailboat, what do you call this? A turtle? Turtles go on sea. Or is it a different kind of animal that's the same as a turtle? But
Tortoise.
Tortoise, yes. Yeah. And
It's beautiful. How long did it take you?
I started, I think, in mid-January. And I finished it during the first 2 weeks of February.
It's really pretty. I like the color. It goes with everything.
It was when I got this color from Sherry. She gave it to me. She didn't know what to do with it. It's like gray and
Oh
purple
my.
and green.
Yeah. The lace work is just exquisite.
It's really nice, and it's fairly easy. It's
Yeah,
just
right.
because and knit togethers and yarn overs. You know, it's not terribly hard.
Beautiful. Was it one skein or two?
One, and it's
That turned out really nice and long for one.
yes, it's half silk, half wool, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that might make a difference. Or at least someone commented on the last video that if things have silk, they grow more.
Could be.
So
I've knit with some silk off and on. I enjoy it. I think the sheen that you get on silk is just beautiful.
yes, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Let's see, how did I put this before? Like that. Put this there, put this here. Boom.
Nice.
FOs.
Okay. You want to go first?
All right, sure. So last time I was knitting a pair of socks for this. I have the other one, but this one is the one that's on the sock blocker.
Beautiful.
And it's actually a large, but the sock blocker is a medium. So, you know, it might look a little, you know, loose.
You mean the sock is a large?
Yes, the sock is a large.
It's not for you then.
No.
No, you don't have a large foot.
Yeah, no. I'd say I have an average foot, hence the medium.
Okay.
And
it's really great.
Thank you. The yarn is Cumberland Fiber Works Play and Jesus Lives, which is the accents, and John 316, and that's the red. And the pattern is the Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. It's
very nice.
Very, very easy to do.
That's a very religious sock.
I know. I bought this. This is one that I bought at the Yarn Patch. It's a local yarn.
I can tell.
It's Tennessee. So there you go.
Trying to save your soul while you're knitting.
And since then, I had a bunch of yarn left, and I still have some, but I made another set for me.
Pretty.
And so I started with the red, and then I did stripes, and then I changed the size of the stripes, and then I started doing 1 row red, 2 rows or 3 rows of the white speckled one, and then just the white speckle till I got my toes.
I love the way that micro striping looks.
Oh yeah, especially since this one actually shares the red with the main one.
Yeah.
I think it works well together.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So
have you knit the second one?
Oh yes. Well, let's see. There you go.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
They're just not propped up. And I use these to count my stitches so they're the same.
That's smart. I don't ever do that, but that's smart.
I used to not do that, and I used to go by size, but then you know how sometimes like you pull a little bit when you're measuring? Well, this way, you know, I just end up with the same amount of stitches.
Right.
And
how many stitches do you use on the needles do you start with for your pair?
For my pair, I started with 56, but once I reached the heel, somehow I had 58. Okay. I don't know, I just got one more. Mm-hmm. And then I actually made it 60 because
that's what I do usually for me. 60. I always use 60 seems to work well for me.
Yeah, I think 60 is too loose around my leg. I think 56 or 58 is better. But once I get to my toes, I have a really wide foot. So sometimes I actually buy men's footwear or just extra wide. So I think reaching 60 when I'm doing the gusset works better for me. Yeah.
I remember when we were knitting, when I was helping you get started on your first pair, I looked at your thin little foot and I was like, you need to do about 54 stitches probably.
Well, it worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing them right now. Yeah. They're just a little bit harder to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since there's no ribbing. I think maybe ribbing would help, you know.
Oh, definitely. I was just trying to help you kind of get started, you know.
Yeah.
Without having to purl.
Oh, yes. I only learned to purl when I made my first sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about you? What do you have?
Okay. I have a couple of FOs to show you. I don't know if you've seen this in person or not yet, but this is this is the Lunenburg sweater.
I love that.
Amy Christopher. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And I knit it out of Jameson Spindrift yarn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, is that the one? Well, there was a sweater that you were knitting over Christmas. And is that it? Because I think you showed me the yarn and it was so light. I was amazed.
That's this. This is Jameson is the yarn that's made in Shetland, I believe. And I ordered it from the Woolly Thistle.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she has an online shop, and she imports all of these British and Scandinavian rustic yarns, and that's her specialty, I guess. And so I ordered the yarn from her. She has a podcast too, and it's really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't call her name, but I really enjoy watching her podcast. The podcast is called The Woolly Thistle too. But yeah, I ordered this yarn from her, and it's you're right, it's very light. It's a fingering weight. It's rustic, but it gets really soft after you've knit it up and worn it a few times. I've been wearing this all winter, and it's light when you put it on, but it's so warm. And of course, nice. The color work is beautiful. I love this pattern. And I don't know what else to say about it, but it's a great sweater. It's I made it a little oversized, which I like for me, for goofing around and walking the dog and all that good stuff. So
yeah, I love that pattern. I think there's a nice contrast, and it looks both Christmassy, but not like overly Christmassy,
right. Yeah,
just holiday-ish.
And I know what else I was going to say about it. There's a book of Shetland knits, and the title of the book is called Shetland, and it's by a designer named Marie Wallen. And one of the patterns in her book is called the Yell cardigan, YELL cardigan. And these are the colors she used in that cardigan. And I love that cardigan. I thought it was so beautiful. So I ordered this. This is the yarn and the colors that she used for hers. So that's why I ordered these colors. But the Yell cardigan was a little too much for me to undertake. So I decided to go with the pullover instead. So because I don't like purling, and who does, right?
Well, there are actually people, I learned this, I don't know where I learned it. I read it somewhere. But there are actually people, like peoples, I mean, that purl instead of knit. And then they either wear the pearls on the outside or they actually flip it.
They prefer purl.
But there are people out there that do.
Wow. Not me.
And what's on your needles? Or do you have more?
Oh, I have a couple more finished objects.
Oh, awesome.
Want me to go on? Okay. This is my favorite thing I've ever knit. And it is the Fog Line shawl. Okay. And it's by Brienne Moody. Make sure I got that right. Yeah, Brienne Moody. And
So colorful.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really long. It's more of a wrap, but she calls it shawl. And this is spin cycle yarn,
Okay.
which
I
I
never
bought
used it.
from House of Yarn that we talked about before. It's a beautiful yarn shop in Nashville.
It's so
And
big.
yeah,
They have a lot.
it's really, really soft. I used 5 different colors and kind of, gradiated them. And it's just a nice fit. It's warm. It fits under my jackets. And so anyway, it was a fun knit. It's easy. It's slip stitches. It's not nothing hard about it. So, but just took a while. Obviously, it's quite long. It's about 80 inches long, I think.
Wow.
So, and then my last FO is just a pair of socks. I say FO. Let me see here. Oh no, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a sock. And I don't have
Oh.
a blocker, I'm sorry. But these, I didn't use enough of a contrast yarn, which is a mistake, but they are color work.
Mm-hmm.
But the color work doesn't really show up. It's the teal color because it's so close to the.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, bubbles. Wow,
Yeah,
I
it has
never did that.
bobbles too. And this pair is out of that book, 52 Weeks of Socks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is the second pair of socks I've knit from that book. I also knit another one. And these were really fun. I would recommend them. These are the Boyland Socks by Caitlin Hunter is this pattern. So,
Okay. Are
and
there
like I
many
said,
patterns in the book that you like?
I used 60 stitches.
Oh, okay.
And I always use a short row heel. They fit me well and they're easy. This one's a garter stitch. And then I think this sock has a round toe, which I did. I sometimes I do the Kitchener and sometimes I don't. I haven't noticed a whole lot of difference in how they wear or how they fit. So the round toe is a little quicker. Sometimes that's what my go-to. That's my last one. Thank you.
I always do the Kitchener and the heel with the heel flap and the gusset and all that.
Yeah, I knew you did. You're a purist.
I like the way it fits. And as for the toes, I like the way it looks more when I'm not wearing it. Just looking at it.
It looks prettier if you Kitchener for sure.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Whips. Let's see. So in this bag that my friend Margarida gave me, she actually made
so pretty.
She made the print.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How beautiful.
I have one of my whips, and it is another sock. It is the Rhinebeck is Calling sock by Crazy Sock Lady, and it has a pattern, but it's hard to tell right now. It has like a few eyelets right there.
So pretty, yeah.
And this is like a mix of pearls and knits that makes it I don't know, sort of closer to like a seed stitch, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just knits, and it's a 4-row repeat. I thought it was a little bit hard to memorize at first, but right now, if I would only need to look at the pattern once to keep on knitting, and I am at the heel.
Beautiful. Your gusset looks so pretty.
Thank you.
I like that deep cuff on it too.
Mm-hmm. It's I do 20 stitches,
Yeah,
20 rows.
I like a long cuff on my socks also.
Mm-hmm. I started by doing shorter cuff on socks because I was being lazy.
Yeah.
But then I once tried to do one with 20 and I really liked it. So now I cannot go back.
I know. I agree.
It's a pain to do because it's ribbing, but
And you're ready to
in the
get
end,
to the
it's worth
rest
it.
of it. You're ready to be, or at least I'm ready to be finished with the ribbing and move on.
Yes, yes. It's one of the things that I like about socks, and probably why I've knit so many, is that you do the ribbing and you feel like you're done with that. Then you do the leg and you're done. You do the heel, you're done. It's not like 2 weeks of just doing the body of a sweater or a jacket or something.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah. And the yarn is um from, gosh, Knitpicks. It's a Knitpicks yarn that I
Pretty.
sewed last time. And if I go here to my trusted notebook, I can tell you that it is Hawthorne fingering weight, silver tonal hand paint, and it is 80% superwash fine Highland wool and 20% polyamide, or I think that can also be called nylon.
Yeah.
And so that's one of my whips. Derailing the conversation here. Another one that has been the same for 2 months now is the red cedar slippers.
And I know whose fault that is.
I'm waiting on Sherry.
She has had a lot on her plate.
Yes, yes. Yes. I've been waiting and I'll keep on waiting, and that's okay.
That's a beautiful slipper though. Show it to us.
All right, so this is the cuff, and it's actually a double
so
cuff.
pretty.
Thank you. And it just folds like that. And after this, there's going to be a braid, and then the rest of the sock. And I don't have the other one with me.
Yeah.
I only have this one because it
You
fits.
have one finish though, right?
The other one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the second one. And it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, soon it will be summer.
Doesn't that have a Latvian braid detail?
I think it's either a Latvian braid or it's a Latvian braid type thing.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
It's not hard to make. I have to watch the video again. But once you start, you can easily pick up and just, do it till the end without keep having to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
And then the other one is my Holobrava sweater. Holobrava is a bird, by the way.
Didn't know that.
It is I think it's what they call here a turtle dove, which is endangered.
They are? Oh, I didn't know that.
Because of loss of habitat, because they live in a small forests, well, large forests too, I guess, but they can live close to humans, like in parks and such, but
Mm-hmm.
And the body is in Malabrigo Rios.
Oh,
And it's like a
beautiful.
crop, like high waist thing. And then the sleeve is in mohair.
Oh, wow. You've made a lot of progress.
Oh, yes. Last time, see this pin here? Last time I had done the ribbing and just this part. I hadn't even done the back.
And so this is beautiful.
it.
Hold that sleeve out again. Oh my gosh, you got the cuff. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Joseph was like, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to like that. You have to finish it for me to decide. And then so I make this and I finish it and I put like it's on without the sleeve yet.
Yeah.
And he starts laughing and says, you look like a baby bird. Like before they develop, like proper feathers, they just have this,
He doesn't know anything. Don't listen to him.
And then I have the other cuff. So I'm just ready to start the other sleeve, and then I'll be done. And then I will start
so
another.
Pretty. It's so pretty. You've got to finish so you can wear it at least once before the weather gets warm.
I know, it's coming.
Yeah. It's beautiful here today. Is the weather nice in Knoxville?
Oh yes, it's super sunny.
Supposed to be pretty all weekend, which is great.
Yes. We were lucky we didn't get any of that snow that you guys had. We just had a lot of rain.
We had a lot of
time
for us, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
All right then. And I think that those are my whips. I think that's it.
I've got a whip to show. This is, well, let me tell you about my bag.
It's so cute.
Calling me here. This bag is by, I got it on Etsy and I really recommend it. The craftsmanship is fantastic. And it's called Harrington bags on Etsy. But it's really cute. It's got kitty cats and it's got yarn balls and it's very big.
I can see.
And it has these nice drawstrings, which are nice. So, and inside of this one is something I'm working on for summer that I think is going to be really fun. And it's called the Hippie Wreath Sweater by Annie Lupton. I've knit another pattern of hers too. She's a young, kind of, in my opinion, up and coming designer. She does a lot of cute, youthful things. Mm-hmm. And so this is,
wow.
It's called Hippie Wreath. Isn't that cute?
Uh-huh. It's appropriate for spring and summer. Yeah.
And the yarn I'm using, I really enjoy. It's I'm always looking for, bargain, not bargain, but not to spend an absolute fortune. So I ordered this. Someone else had told me that the Barocco Remix was a nice yarn, and that's what this is. And it's made of recycled yarn and fibers. That's what's called Remix. It's a between a DK and a worsted weight. And it's knitting up really nicely, and it's soft. It's cotton and silk and all of it mixed together. So, and the color is nice. The white is called birch, and I believe the pink is called peony. And it's gone really fast. It has really short sleeves. So,
oh really?
Yeah, I'm ready to start the ribbing, and once I do that, I'll pretty much be finished. So, but I've enjoyed it a lot, and I would recommend this yarn, and it's real reasonably priced. I ordered it from, I think from Webb's, and it might have been like $12 a skein, 10 or 12, something like that. So,
okay.
Here's the
I think Barocco is not the remix. It was another one. I can't remember what type, but it was 100% wool. It's what I used for my shawl.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good. Really warm, that one. And the yarn is good. It doesn't like split or anything like that.
Right. I think the quality is really good from every time I've used their yarns. So.
Yeah.
And then I have, let me see here. Do you want me to go show you one more whip?
Yeah, sure.
This one is one of those that I'm really tired of. And I make myself get it out and do a few rows.
Okay.
At least once a week, because I've done so much already that I don't want to rip it out, But this is the, let me get it right for you here. It's the 1x1 shawl. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful pattern and I love the designer. It's just me. I'm tired of doing it. Kristen Kimsey. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it's all mosaic knitting, which I love the look of. But, and should have had this ready for you, but can you see that?
What color is that?
It's a really, oh, that's the back side. Sorry. It's,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
It's the purple. It's a kind of a dark purple. And the gray is I ordered from La Bien-Aimée in Paris. Something crazy. I got a hold of me one day and I got online and ordered 2 skeins from there. And I love it. It came really fast. And of course,
Oh,
it's
really?
beautiful yarn. But that's what this purple is. And the gray is a Madtosh gray. So, but yeah, this is mosaic. It's all slip stitches. It's not real hard, but you have to really, you can't do anything else, or I can't do anything else while I'm working on this because I have to pay attention to the pattern.
Okay. Now,
Anyway,
can you tell me what does mosaic knitting mean? Because I thought it was something else. I'm confused now.
I could be wrong too, but I think of mosaic knitting as color work using slip stitches.
Ah, okay.
Okay, instead of stranded color work, which is what that Lunenburg pullover is, stranded all color work. And this is just, I think mosaic also is always just 2 colors, and you're slipping your knit slip to get the pattern. So, all right, that's all I have. Oh, and this bag, I'll tell you about this little bag. I got it from a local friend. She makes these here in Clarksville.
Okay.
And her shop is called,
is it on Etsy?
Harper and Hughes. I believe she's on Etsy, and she has a booth here in Clarksville at Miss Lucille's Marketplace.
Oh, really?
Which, yeah, I don't know if have you ever been out there? You've probably been out there.
No, you need to take me there.
Oh, it's fabulous. All handmade stuff. So anyway, I think it's really pretty. She designs the fabrics herself, and then she sews them, and they have leather handles. So
wow.
All right, that's all.
Go on.
That's all I have.
I actually have one more. Not in this bag. I'm sorry. Oh, it's in this bag. Okay. I kept seeing this yarn. I was like, oh, that's my old sock bag. But no. So this is how much I have left after making those 2 pairs of socks.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
You could make another pair.
I could. I thought I might do shorties maybe.
Yeah.
And then have enough to maybe mend them, once they get worn. Because I think there's like, sorry?
Knits maybe?
Oh, yeah, I could do that. But this is along with all of the yarn from my first year of knitting that is left over.
Isn't that fun?
Yes. I'm making a Cozy Memories is the name of the pattern, and it's like what is it called? Gosh, a sheet, a blanket.
Blanket, yeah.
Remember? Yeah. So this is the one that we got at the Black Mountain for my first socks.
I love that yarn still. It's so pretty.
Yes, I like it too. But I think that you see how white it is here. Once they're worn, and I guess washed, the blue bleeds a little bit to the white. I mean, the white doesn't get like very blue, but it's not as white anymore. It's like bluish.
Right.
And then this one I absolutely love. This is a, like, I would call it a summer sock yarn.
Okay.
And it has, I bought some more. That's some that I bought here at the store, Loopville. And that is this.
Yeah.
Yavel, and it has, it's called Cotton Stretch. It's 4-ply, and it has 45% wool, 35% cotton, 13 nylon, and 7% polyester.
Wow.
And I wore them during the summer, and it was nice. They're very breathable. They're really good. So that's why I bought some more. So the other one that I bought is this, like, it's a coral that becomes white and then coral again. Mm-hmm. And I got the blue and I got the green to make socks this summer. So I started with these, and then I have to do all of these, like, grays and blues, and adding this.
See me next time you're in Clarksville, because I've got a lot of scraps I can give you for your blanket.
Really? You want to make one yourself?
Probably not. But I love them.
I thought it would be nice to have like one from like say 2019 to 2022 or something with all of the yarns that I've used.
Oh, I think it'll be fabulous. I have a crochet one going that
Oh,
I
really?
started. Yeah, I don't think I've ever shown you that because it's kind of in timeout right now. I have so many projects put back that need to be pulled out and worked on. But yeah, sometime when you're here, I'll show it to you.
All right, sounds good.
It's on my Ravelry page. I think I put it up. It's a I think I called it crochet circle blanket. It's something I'm making up myself. So
Okay.
yeah. But
Make
oh, and
your
my
own
Ravelry
pattern.
name is janeolsonart. Just didn't mention that before.
I'm going to add it in the show notes.
Okay.
So people don't have to, search it all over the video.
Right.
All right, so I think that's my whips, and that's your whips, and I think that's it. So acquisitions.
I want to see what you
Everything you
bought.
had. Sorry?
I want to see what you bought.
All right, well, okay, so let's see. First, let's start with my summer socks that I just mentioned. So I got this.
Pretty.
And this is to make the Heerlen socks. They're a new pattern, and they look like little sports compression socks,
Oh, cool.
just like minis. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then I got this one to make the embossed leaves. So, green leaves.
Pretty.
And it's nice. It's not very hot, so you get to use it all over the summer. And then I went on a shopping spree at Retrouseria Rosa Pomar, the store in Lisbon.
Did you order some?
I ordered plenty.
Good. I've been dying to see that yarn.
Okay, so it's all rustic, everything. So this is the two colorways that I got to make the plum sweater.
Oh, my favorite. Maybe I'll do a knit along with you.
Oh, you should. Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, I've always wanted to knit that.
Yeah, me too. It's been on my queue for ages. So this is going to be the contrast. And the rest is this. And this is called white, but it's like a creamy white. See?
Yeah.
It's like buttery almost, or yeah. And let's see the name of that yarn. I already put the tags here. So this is the tag. It's called Meme. And meme is the sound that sheep make. Meh, meh.
Sweet. Sara, we've got to get ourselves a few sheep.
We could get together, buy some land, and get like sheep and alpacas.
Definitely.
And it's also what kids call sheep, when they're small children. Yeah. Meme. And this is Meme 20. 20 is light fingering. They have just different ones called Meme. They have Meme 35, and that's lace. Meme 20, light fingering, and Meme 2 ply. The other one is light fingering, and Meme 2 ply is fingering. And it is 100% wool from Portuguese sheep.
Wonderful.
It's made in Serra da Estrela, and it says here that it becomes softer after the first wash.
How does it feel now?
It feels very rustic, but I would not make a hat with this. Mm-hmm. Because against my face it feels slightly scratchy, but when I do it against my arm, it's not as bad. And since it says it's gonna get softer, so.
Now you grew up on the coast in Portugal, is that right?
Yes.
Do you recall seeing sheep in Portugal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that sheep had long tails.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I saw some and they jump so high. Like I saw a bunch of them just jumping on top of a wall. Like there was a wall dividing two different properties and they just jumped on top of the wall and I was amazed by that. And then I saw their huge, like it's really long tail just dangling.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had no idea it's like corgis. You know, you don't think when you think of a corgi, you think of a dog without the tail. Although I think that either all corgis when they're born or some corgis do have tails.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, you know, and here they draw the tail.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's some that I bought for the plum sweater. And then I got yarn for the sorrel.
Oh, good.
And that's going to be my next cast on once I finish that other sweater.
Okay. Let's see it.
All right. So I'm going to start with pink. And it's going to be this pink by my face with this mohair.
Beautiful.
And I love the mohair.
Have you watched those together yet?
No, I have not watched.
I want to see the swatch. I bet it's going to be so pretty.
I think so. I'm excited. I have not swatched any of them. I just took the tags off right before we started. And so after this, it's going to be this one. That is pink, but a different shade of pink. It's more like old rose with a white type color. It's not quite white. Again, it's like more of a creamy. And I have white mohair to go with that. And then I'm going to do this for the main body. And then, whoop, gosh, I have too much going on right now. And then I have this one. And I'm going to be using this mohair. So this is more like a mustardy yellow, but this one is more like a chick yellow.
Will that be around the bottom then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't think yellow looks very good next to my face, but I think pink looks better.
Hold all of them up together. I want to see them together.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that and that and that.
That's going to be so beautiful.
I'm excited.
I love it.
I think it's going to be nice. It's this one I bought through the store, again at the Trozaria Rosa Pomar. And these ones I bought somewhere else, but I forget. And all of these are mondaine.
Pretty.
I think people tend to call it mondain or something like that, like sounding French, but it's called mondaine. And it's named after a village where the women of the village are known for knitting socks. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this is...
Did you order those?
I'm sorry?
Did you order the ones for the sorrel sweater too? Where did you get the yarn?
The same store, Trozaria Rosa Pomar.
Okay.
I sent them a message on Instagram, I think. I know I sent them a message on Instagram asking if they would ship here, and they said they ship worldwide. And then I sent them an email and I said, I want to knit this and this. Do you have any yarns that you recommend? And then they gave me a short list, and I got these because mondaine is also, I think, 100% wool from Portuguese sheep. Yep. And it's actually made for socks. It doesn't have synthetic fibers nor chemical treatment. So no nylon and not superwash. But they recommended it for the sweater. And then I got a poster of Portugal with a Portuguese sheep.
How cute is that?
So it has like the sheep and where they're from, and then here it has the list with the names of the sheep.
I love that.
I think it's super cute, and I
It
think it's
matches
so
your
well as well
too. That's great.
So that's one of the things that I got, and also this is where I'm from, right there. This is the ocean. This is Spain.
That's wonderful. Are you going to get a frame for it?
I think so. Maybe like a golden type frame. We have a lot of gold details here and there.
Yeah.
And I got more stuff from there, the store. I got this very sturdy bag.
Cute.
It says on the top, to make is to do, to be able to do, or, you know, making is power, something like that. And then it has the website, you know, retrosariarosapomar.com, and that they've been open since 2008. And that's Portugal, and that's sheep.
Like it.
And I got more stuff. I got, if I can find it, here in the bag. It's a very small thing to help with purling.
That's what I need.
This is a pin. I think it's used like this, actually. It's a pin that you put on your shirt, and the yarn goes through this hoop. So it's coming from you towards whatever you're knitting, and you just flip. So I got it so that, like, if I'm doing a shawl that, you know, I have to like purl one row, turn it, knit one row, I could just put this on my chest, and whenever I need to purl a row of like 300 stitches, I just, you know, keep flipping. Then when I get to my knits, take it out. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Have you tried it out yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting, because right now I don't have anything that has a lot of pearls. Mm-hmm. I think it will be good for like really big projects.
Yeah.
You know, like shawls.
I have a friend here in Clarksville who's from Romania, and we get together and knit. Well, we used to before the pandemic occasionally, and she puts her yarn around her neck. Tensions it that way, and that's how she was taught, and I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's you know, the same idea. It's like coming from you to wherever you're knitting. Of course, I think this will change tension, but I think when you're doing a shawl or a wrap, which is what I would use this for, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, shouldn't matter.
Yeah. So I think that's all that I got, which is quite a bit. And then I got these cute baskets to put my yarn at Target.
I like them. It's all about the containers.
Yes, and this is all of my sock yarn right now. Like, all of it is just filled with socks. Well, sock yarn for socks.
I'm going to go through my stash of sock yarn leftovers and get some together for your blanket for you.
Thank you. You could also do the scrappy socks. Have you thought about doing that? Do you have any?
I've got 3 or 4 socks on the go now I need to finish, so.
Okay. I need to make more socks. I'm going to be casting on socks really soon. Some more vanilla socks, but I'm going to do just, you know, play around with like 2 colors, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, before the pandemic, socks were something I took with me, like when I would go to a restaurant or anywhere. And so I managed to get quite a few knit that way. Well, now I don't go out anymore, or past year we haven't. And I just haven't got any socks finished. So,
Wow.
yeah, made a difference.
Yeah. I'm going to work in person still. I get my lunch hour, and that's when I knit my socks mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless I'm too tired. Like if
Yeah.
I have like my shawl, with all of that lace, and I'm just too tired to think about lace,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and knit some socks and stockinette.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So how about you? Acquisitions?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't come prepared for that.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. I think I've told you this. I'm pretty sure I told you this. But to everyone else that is watching, I will be creating a group on Ravelry for a knit along with a prize at the end of the year.
Oh, good.
And so the idea is that it's like to support designers, and in this case, just designers that I like, because it is every project that is mentioned throughout the year has to start being knitted, and then finish within the year of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And people would post photos of their FOs onto this like Ravelry group that I have not created, and I have to find out how to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it would be nice and fun, and you're not like stuck with a short timeline or stuck with a project that maybe you start and you don't like. You can just do something different.
Okay.
Like, say you want to do socks, and you start with the Rhinebeck culling socks, and you decide, actually, I don't like this, I'm going to frog it. Well, you can still go with the vanilla socks, for example. And the idea is that, if you do more than one and you post more than one finished object, then you get like one more chance of winning something.
Good.
And at the end of the year, or really, maybe at the beginning of 2022, I would, draw a name out of whoever posts. And I'm going to be collecting yarn or yarn bags or stitch markers from different places, and just make a small bundle.
Yeah.
And
Fun.
give it. Oh, I forgot something because it was covered by something else, but I am now a subscriber to Yarnable. Have you heard of Yarnable?
Mm.
So it comes in a box, has this cute sticker, and
Wow.
it's like a monthly yarn subscription. And if you want it to be a surprise, it can be a surprise, but if you want to know what you're getting, you can go to the website. I think it's like yarnable.com or something. And you can choose to see what color you're getting. And I chose to see the color, and you can choose one or two skeins, and either DK or worsted or sock. And I got sock yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And look at these colors.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's like a peacock or
That green is
seaweed.
so pretty.
I love it. I'm really excited to make some socks out of this. Mix it with some of the yarn that I showed last time that I got also for socks.
That color might be nice for Joseph.
Yes, actually, you are right.
Is he sock worthy?
He said that he liked the other socks that I made for him, but I don't know.
The only person I have knit a pair of socks for my daughter and a pair for my son. And I don't think my son Robert wears his, but Elizabeth, my daughter, does wear hers all the time. I've made her 3 or 4 pair. And sometimes when she's here visiting, she sneaks in my sock drawer and snags a pair or 2 a month. So
she's sock worthy.
Yeah, I don't mind.
And then with this comes like a little bag of goodies. So in this case, like I got some hand cream, coffee and tea, cold brew sort of thing, and a little stitch marker in there with a Irish clove because it's March. That's right.
Nice.
There.
Very pretty.
Yeah. And yes, and that's what I got from Yarnable this month.
That's fun. I've never subscribed to any of those. It looks like it would be fun though.
Yes, I like it. I got this idea from the Crazy Sock Lady. She just subscribed to this, and she subscribes to another one too. Where the other one, I think it's a different skein from a different yarn maker every time.
Okay.
And this one is like the same person doing just different skeins every month.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these would be good for, say, a shawl or socks in my case. Or if you get like the worsted or the DK, maybe it could be like for ribbing details or, just little details because you
Hat,
can't.
maybe.
Hmm?
You can make a hat.
Yes, a hat, that's right. Mm-hmm. It's not enough for a sweater,
No.
but it's enough for details in a sweater or a smaller project. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's me. Yeah. Oh, wait, I have something else. It's never ending.
That's good. Your passion.
I got this wool and cashmere spray.
Oh, wow.
To prevent moths.
Good to know. I haven't tried that either.
Yeah, because I don't want to use those, what do you call it? Like naphthalene? Am I saying that right?
I ordered some Cedar chips. I don't know if that works or not, but I have a few of those in my closet where I keep my woolens. So
yeah, this is also Cedar.
Okay.
It's just a spray. You can put it at the end, like when you're done washing it and you're putting it away or something. Just spray some, and we'll see if it works. Because this winter I was taking out a poncho that my mom gave to me a few years ago, and it had like in different spots gotten eaten almost all the way through.
Isn't that awful? Yeah, many years ago I had a camel hair coat that got moth holes right in the front. It was so sad.
Yeah.
So they can really damage.
Mm-hmm. I had never thought about that until now. And then I got this aromatic linen and broom sprays in lavender, tulip, rose, and carnation.
That's
and I like to spray these like on my project sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like just a quick spray because well, I have allergies, so I can't just put a bunch of
Yeah, I'm kind of sensitive to some fragrances also, so I have to pick and choose. Yeah.
So I got this set. It's just, the 4 little bottles, and it just makes things smelling of flowers. Yeah. And I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
I've got my flowers with me today. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes, and you have real flowers.
I'm ready for spring. So I was at Whole Foods yesterday and they had these little mini bouquets for $9.99 and I couldn't resist it. I thought it was so pretty. So yeah. Plus I knew you and I'd be podcasting today, so I thought it'd be fun.
I saw some flowers too, but I felt like buying some, but they only had these big things in red and white and orange. And I don't know, it wasn't really something I would want. But yes, I feel the need for flowers in spring. You should paint that. Jane is a painter.
Yeah. I like to paint flowers, so that's a good idea.
Yeah, those are gorgeous. Yeah.
All right, ma'am.
All right, I think that this is it.
Okay. Thank you for letting me be your guest.
Sorry, go on.
I said thank you for letting me be your guest.
Oh, sure. This was fun.
Been great fun. I love to talk about knitting, so this is great fun.
I know. There's never enough time.
Mm-mm.
One of the reasons I'm doing this. Joseph says, I guess you wouldn't be making that podcast if I just was more engaging. He's a very good yarn husband. He knows mohair, FO, hoe, cast on.
I love it. Well, I saw him yesterday or the day before, and I told him I said, do you know I'm going to be a guest star? And he was bragging on you and how nice your podcast is. So,
oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah. I was like, good for you, Joseph. He was being very supportive.
He is really supportive. He said, when I first said that I wanted to do this, he was like unsure, and he's like, well, I mean, I want to be supportive, but I don't know if people actually would watch that. And I'm like, well, I watch 10 different podcasts, so surely someone somewhere would be interested in whatever I have done, or
And you're already getting followers, so there.
Yes. Oh my God, it's amazing. I never thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
Would want to, follow, and yeah. I'm amazed.
All right, ma'am.
All right. Well, it's lunchtime.
Yeah, it is. I'm getting hungry. I'll see you later.
All right. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.